Hello, everybody. We are live. I love the countdown. I am Tamika McReynolds, and we are live here for our third week for the John H. McReynolds and HHS Teen Magazine Virtual Special Edition. I did not think that we can make it. First of all, hi, everybody. Hi. It's so hot outside. I had to make sure my weave was right, my makeup was right, all of that good stuff. We have a fantastic show to uplift our youth. This is what it's all about. My director, Stacey Flanagan, shout outs. We're getting ready to have her join in. But I just want to say special thanks to Pastor John H. McReynolds, our mayor that I love dearly of our city, that rocks out for our children. If you don't know, let me be the first one to tell you, this is what happens when we're trying to uplift our children during these crises. We know we're in COVID. We know that we are dealing with the mask. We know we're dealing with social distancing. We know we're dealing with people being depressed, not working, people losing their jobs. But guess what? You still can win. Dr. Walker, I know you've been having that problems to get on because I think this is like all new. I think literally trying to get you on. Let me just shout you out and say, mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for allowing your staff to work with us to make this happen. We couldn't have done it without your teachers, without your principals, for you opening up the doors to be able to say, let us in. And guess what? We are in the building. I'm excited. I feel good. Even though a lot of times, I get sad too. I get down too. People may not think I do, but I do. But I have the man of God that continues to pray for me. The reason why I'm sitting behind this table with this whole setup of the Teen Magazine. And let me just say this to you guys. I've never been in TV production, but people say I could talk. I do run my mouth. Let me say that. But what I'm going to say to you is that you have to have a team. And the team that rocks for me, all the way from my director, from the mayor, from my husband, from BLESC, from Don, from Tashonda, from Michael, from Angela, from Marie Duffy, from Tawanda Moody, from superintendent of our schools. Everybody plays a part for our children. I don't just do it by myself. We have the sponsors, we have partners. I'm just so grateful that we are allowed to be able to give them a voice in a vehicle so we could be able to say, rock out. Shout out to Wednesday and Shay, my assistants. I cannot do this without them. Monique, Anthony, it's just so many people you have to name and have to be thankful for, that when this project came about, this Teen Magazine, just remember, it started in the basement of the Mount Olive Baptist Church, where my husband was the pastor of the Mount Olive Baptist Church for 33 years. Retired, he's still doing good. I'm thankful, and we're still able to rock out for people's children. So saying all of that, they wondering how we got here. We got here because the virus came, and the virus thought that it would be able to keep us down. Absolutely not. This is not rehearsed. I just sat down in the chair, and I simply want to say thank you to the parents, to everybody that's on the team that helps us rock out. I know my director I want to make sure that she's on because she's on my co-host today. Is Director Stacey Flanagan ready to come on? Is she in the building just yet, or I need to wait? Because if I need to wait, we'll wait for her to make sure that she gets on. Is she here yet? Okay. So let me tell you a little secret too. So y'all know this is all live, right? And this is not rehearsed. We literally have to sit down at 3:00 and start shooting. We do go through a run of the show to make sure we have everybody tested, but we still have technical difficulties and we're still learning. So bear with us and enjoy, because thank God that we're in position that we can be on here to salute our children. So with saying that, I'm happy today. And I want whoever's not happy, I know mental health during this time is serious. It's real serious. BLESC, the president and CEO, has been with me all day today. His name is Anthony Smith. And I'm gonna say to you, when you have people that rock out for you, have DJ Chauncey that was in the building with us today from early this morning, rocking out for our kids. Last week we had Rashawn, we had Angela, we had Monique. Everybody came to salute our children. Had our mayor on, had our pastor. Again, I'm just forever grateful of trying to, the best way that I know how to help save lives for our children. So with that, again, this is all new. We're gonna see who's ready to be. We got some special guests. We got people that we're gonna shout out today, and we're gonna be ready to rock and roll. Now, remember, y'all, I don't do this. This is my first time doing virtual. So wait a minute, we're gonna stay right there because they telling me something to see who's ready. So like you in behind the scenes as well, because I'm behind the scenes as well right now. Wait, stand by. Who we ready for? Y'all like the way I did that? See, now y'all part of it. Okay. Is that yeah? Okay, so see how y'all like a part of the team. Let me do this. Let me bring in this diva, and she's actually been rocking with me. She's our assemblywoman for the 31st district, and not only she's our assemblywoman, but she's my friend. She's my friend. She's my diva, and is Angela McKnight on? Could we bring her on?
Hey, I'm
Hi,
here.
diva. You here? Diva?
I'm here.
How are you, Assemblywoman, CEO of
I'm
Angelcares, the diva, my friend? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I made it back in the house just in time to chit chat with you and to be on this amazing show. I am just so ecstatic because earlier today we were together and we did it. And we did it together. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was amazing today. So thank you so much for always allowing me to be a part of this.
Well, you know what, Angela? I gotta honestly say, they talk about strong women and people can't work together, and I have to actually say that's a false statement because I think anybody could work together that truly wants to work for the betterment of the whole purpose and of the situation that we're working on. And I just would like for you to elaborate on why is it so important for you to work with the John H. McReynolds, the Pastor John H. McReynolds Team Magazine, partnering with HHS. My director that rocks out, Stacey Flanagan, you rock out, Senator Cunningham. Tell me why this is so important from your perspective.
Well, this is so important right now, especially due to COVID, because we are just dealing with this pandemic. Our children, they can't even work this summer. There's no summer programs. And to be able to bless some children and give them a platform so that we can hear from them and not just always be talking at them or talking to them, it's a
That's right.
blessing. Like this platform, you are allowing the youth to come on. We are seeing the youth outside. We're going practicing social distancing and we're talking to them and they're like shocked that we're there and they appreciate us just coming. So if you have a platform, why don't you just go ahead and allow the children to get on your platform and let's hear from them? They are our future, right? We're supposed to be
Right.
passing the baton, but right now we should be
That's right.
sharing the baton and have
Right.
them come on your platform, whether you're doing a Zoom, you're doing a
Right.
StreamYard, you're doing, whatever else is in there. You want to go Facebook Live or Instagram Live,
That's
share your
right.
platform with another youth. So if you're a
That's right.
mentor, I challenge you to share your platform because we're going through a lot and they're going through a lot. Mental health. Now school is about to start. We don't know what's going to happen. Whether you're going to virtual or you're going to have to go live. Why
That's
don't
right.
you just go ahead and start that conversation? And I know I said, like, I think I said this last week. If you're in Jersey City, there's a Black Lives Matter
That's
painting
right.
right there on Grand Street and
That's
Ocean.
right.
Start a conversation. Start a
That's
conversation.
right.
Take a picture and start a
That's right.
conversation with the youth because they are our future leaders of tomorrow. And I just love them. And I love the fact that this team magazine is doing all that you can do despite being closed doors to still
That's right.
allow them to have a voice. So thank you again. I appreciate you.
Well, I tell you, Diva, you are the epitome of what partnership looks like. You are the epitome, and I'm not just saying that because we're on camera. I say this every morning when I text you. I say this every time I'm in your presence. Like we talk behind closed doors. Like ain't nothing fake about this, and this is real because we are saving lives, and I know that. Like I don't. It's not about the chitty chatty. It's about what's really getting done. And I have to tell you, and I tell you this all the time, and I have to say this publicly because people sometimes they get confused. They get confused that they're here, that they're doing it alone, or they get confused that they want to talk about what the next person is doing, or they get confused that, this is not working. Let me say this. I know for a fact what Pastor John H. McReynolds did over 11 years ago in the basement of the church, and I'm talking about in the church where people don't even think about coming to, if they're not a member, if they're not this, if they're not that. But he opened the doors for people to just come in and be able to be a part of this program. And then now for us to grow, and then our honorable mayor, like Stephen Fulop, like, say what you want. He rocks. Anything that I've asked of him to provide for these kids, and I'm not talking about stuff that we think that we're doing or what we're not doing. I'm talking about stuff that we are doing, committing, and making happen. So I have to say kudos to you and all of the women, not only with the titles, you know what I mean? You're the Assemblywoman. I have my Director Flanagan. I have Senator Cunningham. I have Tawanda Moody, the police director. Like, we have so many people, and people don't believe that I can get everybody in one place, because guess what? They know that we're not playing to save these kids' lives. So I have to just say to you, I thank you. I know you're going to be on. You're going to co-host with me along with the diva Jamila when she gets on. But I have to say to you, I simply love you. And I thank you for rocking, not only for our seniors, but you are there rocking for our youth too. So Diva, I wanted to hug you today, but I almost caught myself. But you know what? I can't hug you because guess what? I know where you at, but I didn't, but I will. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm going to bring in on the next guest, but I want you to definitely stand by because we have a lot of good things that we're going to share. And I think what I want to do, and again, this is all new to me. I feel really, really good because you helped me and you guide me as well, along with Lydia and Jamila that have came aboard and just help navigate this. But you have helped me along with Tashonda Wednesday. Like, this is all new to me. But guess what? We still know how to execute and get it done. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Diva.
I love you, and I thank you too. And you're doing a fantastic job. So I'll be stand by. So whenever you want me back, I'm here. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. You got me for 2 hours.
Baby, thank you. Yes, everybody. That's our Assemblywoman, Angela McKnight, my diva. Not only she's a mother, grandmother, diva, get out in the streets, rock out for the people. And that's what you want. So this show is really just about giving resources. I want to make sure that everybody, you're going to be hearing me say this, I want you to hashtag #HealthierJC. You have to do that because what I want you to know is that our department, HHS, and I know I'm jumping, but when things come in my head and my spirit, I'm going to just give them right to you. If you need help, if you need PPP, if you need anything, if we don't know how to get it, we'll find out how to get it. You call us. Let us know what your needs are. Stacey Flanagan, my director, when I tell you we rocking out the HHS department, that is what we're doing. I'm not saying we know all the answers because we don't, but I'm going to tell you a story. If we don't know the answer, we're sure doggone try our best to get you the answer. So make sure you hashtag #HealthierJC. And if you haven't started following us, go at Teen Magazine NJ on Instagram so you can make sure you follow us so you'll know how the contest is going to work and all the good stuff that we got going for you. So now we're going to keep it pushing. And I'm at my next one. Who we have on? Well, I got it. Let me tell you, see, it's good to have people working behind the scenes. So y'all behind the scenes with me too. Guess what? Y'all doing this co-hosting and backstage with me as well. This next young lady, we've been trying to get her on for like the last couple of weeks and was having technical difficulty. But guess what? We got her on now. She's one of my sponsors. She's one of my dear friends. I'm on her board at Carepoint Christ Hospital, and she's always, always there for our children. She is the vice president of Carepoint Christ Hospital. Marie Duffy, are you there? She's my diva too. Are you there, Marie? Where you at?
I'm on. Hi, Tamika.
I finally see you.
Yeah, I have to do it over my phone because I'm still having issues. Because on the work I get a block site for other sites, so I just use my cell phone.
Well, guess what? I'm so glad you're on. I'm so glad to see your face. And first, let me just say to you, I love you and I thank you. You know what we do. You know what you have done. I wanted to share you with this whole platform because you've been there, not only a partner, a friend, somebody that cares about our youth. One of our programs are still in your building. Of course, we have COVID, but once this all clears up, we're still able to do. You have been there. Could you please tell our kids out there what we're doing, what we have done, and why this is so important to you?
Sure. So in the last 3 years, I've been partner with, with Tamika and working with the youth and the teens. We have been working on getting our teens excited and engaged and being interested in healthcare careers, like just so that they know there's a lot of things that out there available for them. They may not want to be doctors or nurses, but there is a whole range of careers in healthcare, and that's what we've been introducing them to. We've hosted a group of young women from
That's right.
Lincoln High School, and they did really have a lot of fun. We were teaching them life skills that they would be able to use daily. One of the exciting ones that we've done is teach these young women CPR, and they were really excited about it. So I do
I
miss
want
everybody.
next.
Want to say hello to the teens
Let me
that
know
are
something.
watching and are connected. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe during this time. And as we have all been saying, with this pandemic and with us
That's right.
being on such lockdown, it does create some form of like feeling of isolation. So it's
Hmm.
really important to stay in touch and keep in touch with everybody. If you're feeling down, there's always somebody to reach out. Keep yourself engaged in other activities so that you don't feel down and feel so isolated. But
Wow.
there's what we want you to know, there's always, between all of us here in this program, there's so many people that you could reach out to. So please, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us.
Well, Marie, you know my favorite saying, you have not because you ask not. You know what, we backstage, right? And I'm trying to make sure that I'm here making sure that everybody get on, and I'm literally trying to make sure uh why one of our my director is not on, and I'm literally, so what, this is the backstage, so I'm trying to figure out. Do me a favor, could Lydia text Stacey? Okay, so we can get her on. You know why? Because with our director and with sponsors and people like you, it helps us bridge this gap of making these resources happen. We can't do it without you.
Right.
And I'm thankful for you because every time we do call for our children, you're there. And people need to see your face. They need to not just see you behind the scenes when we call, but they need to see you in the front lines, because what happens is people get a little confused. They don't know that we have these particular programs for our children. And it's so important. When we said to you that we wanted to bring Lincoln, Snyder, Dickinson, whatever school we wanted to bring into your hospital, hands down, you said
Mhm.
yes. And your whole team just took our babies and literally put their arms around them. And it just was amazing. So I know during COVID, this here is all new for us. This is, this is new for me, Maria. I know you're probably saying, how in the world Tamika is on with Virgil? Because again, I would never imagine, never in a million years thought that I would be able to do this. But by the grace and by the team of you and my department and just the mayor and pastor, and the people that makes this happen, said we can do this and still salute our children. So on the 26th, and I know you already put it on your calendar, we're going to do social distancing. We're going to do a minor salute, not like how we do grand at City Hall where we have like 500 people and everybody
Right.
is on. Uh, we're not going to be able to do that. But my director came up with this fantastic idea about doing something just to salute the kids down at Berry Lane. And I'm so grateful that we have that ability to still do what we have to do. So nobody's not getting sick, because we don't want that. We don't want the numbers to go up. We don't want
Right.
our children. We just want to be able to give them the resources and give them what they need. So Marie, I say to you, you're committed. I'm truly thankful. We're still going to do some wonderful things with this whole virtue. And again, you rock, and I love you, and I thank you for allowing me to be on our board for community engagement. I thank you, allow us to come into your building with our kids that look like me and look like you and look like everybody, and say that, guess what, you still can have a shot at the title, whether you want to be a doctor or a nurse or a janitor or administrator or whatever it is. You have
Mhm.
opened that door for us. So I truly thank you, and I love you for that.
Thank you. And I do really miss the teens. So whenever we're ready to be opened up, as Tamika knows, you're always welcome here at Christ Hospital, and we'll start another great program for everyone, so we could get more teens engaged. But even aside from the program, if any of the teens are interested and want to reach out, Tamika knows
Yes,
how to get me. Please reach out to me. I'll be more than willing to always help anyone or talk to someone
absolutely.
that needs some advice or some guidance,
Can we do my
or
favorite
they
towel?
may have some interest in healthcare, and I would always be willing to talk to them. So,
Well, let me tell you something. You are the best. I love you. I know you had to go, but I'm glad you was able to get on. Next week, if you want to get back on, you're welcome. And as always, you're not invited. You are part of the team. So it's not an invite. It's
absolutely.
just you're part of the team and get on. I love you,
No, I
Marie. It's good
appreciate
seeing
that.
you.
The next time I'll be camera ready.
Oh no, baby, you always camera ready with your fly self. I love you, sweetie. Talk to you
Bye.
soon. So again, resources. Again, allowing you to know that we are here, and you may not think that this one can help or this one can't help. You never know. You have to always just put out the information and always ask. So finally, I have my boss on. Is my director on? Where is she? Stacy? Director Flanagan? We
I'm
finally.
here. I
Wait,
am
the
here.
director. Hi.
I think I was on the like week before link. So
Direct, it's
sorry.
okay. Every week is a new one, and I make sure you get it. But I just told him, I don't know if you saw me. I'm on my cell phone live. I said, "Where's my director? We need to get her on there to make this happen." And they got you on. Hey, director, you look good, baby. How are you this morning, this afternoon?
Good.
You feel good?
Yeah, I had a great day. I wanted to do this snapshot in front of the container village. One of the cool things that we're working on here at the health department
Yes.
to engage people to shop locally and eat healthier. Because
Yes.
this afternoon at 4 o'clock, is our farmers market with the amazing Liz Lorenzo.
Yes.
And then we have our two food trucks down there. One that does raw food and one that does a lot of local favorites along with some vegetarian options and some fish. And we have some really great stuff going on. So I wanted to get outside, but it's too hot and humid. You
Well,
look much better in the office.
but wait a minute, director. See how you flipping yours? I'm gonna
Yeah,
flip my look. We can flip ours
I'm
together.
following your lead. Isn't that my
Wait a
job?
minute, director. I tell you, Lydia had put this on, and I'm gonna just ask her because I know we allow. I want Lydia to put hashtag healthier JC up there for me if she can, because last week you touched on something that was really good because I got a lot of calls for it about mental health with our kids, and as we talk to our kids, that Dr. Walker has allowed us to be able to work with the principals, work with the teachers, and work with everybody. This healthier JC, people don't know what we have to offer. And even sometimes I have to say, you know what, I may not know because I am new to the department. And when I say new, it's not like I've been there for years and years, but you have allowed me to come in and to be able to say, let's rock it. Let's just get all the information out. This part right here is when I tell you the kids were so elated to know that we even mentioned it on the show last week, because even one of the young girls said she was in a dark place. And by our department going to her door, she literally was just happy. She just was happy about it. And I got to thank you for that, because that's the part is not my lane. But now it is my lane, because this hashtag healthier JC, we got masks. I can't wait to the 26th that we're going to be able to give them out. We're being able to share the information with them and letting them know that we are here for them and giving them resources.
Yeah, and because we do this every Wednesday, every Tuesday, we've been doing an online workshop for the whole city. Anyone can join our Soaring Words. It's
That's
on
right.
Zoom, and you can
Yep.
download the adjacent workbook with it. I think a lot of people are getting a lot of really great stuff out of that.
Yep.
And we also, we do have some of our partners willing to do at least a consult with someone, help them figure out if they need, support or where they should go
Right.
from there. Things like that.
Well, I'm gonna just say this to you, director. I know you're busy, and I know it's crazy, but I'm gonna tell you, this show went on its own with your direction and with your assistant. And I have to say, I say this behind the doors. I say this. I text you. I don't care. You rock. I love you, and I thank God that you allow us to still continue, not only to take this from the Bethune Center or to take it from City Hall, but to be able to put this on virtue. So I have to say to you that with all of the things that we're able to do, I think next week what I want to do, and I'll get this from you, all the list of services that we have that we can share. You know what I mean? Just with people that sometimes they may not know that our department may handle that, or we may not do that, because you really, really, I mean, it's just amazing of actually with the resources.
Yeah, well, there's so many resources out there, and some, we don't manage, but we are doing a really good job. We've got a whole team of interns this summer that, couldn't go into office places, that have been doing communications work with our Partnership for a Healthier Jersey City. They've been helping update a lot of this information. So a lot of the mental health information is really great on our website and up to date. We also have this really cool social service search engine we call Aunt Bertha. And you can go onto auntbertha.com, and if she wants to post that too. And you can put in your zip code, and you can see, like, if you need food in your neighborhood, if you need diapers, if you need other support services. There's general information on where you can go, and it's all geocoded, so you can see on a map how close it is to your house and things like that. We have a lot of people doing a lot of work in the community, and so we're trying our best to highlight all of these local nonprofits doing some really great work, because it takes, obviously it takes a village, and we're, we keep saying we're all in it together during this space. And quite honestly, there's so many resources out there that to kind of share each organization on this show. It's just auntbertha.com. So not,
Okay, we'll correct that. It's
Aunt Bertha.
Aunt Bertha. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get that for you.
And, it's really simple, and you can go on and you can put in a zip code, and you can find,
It's Jamie Morales.
Yeah.
No, you know what, Director? We behind the scenes. I ain't used to this virtue. No, good. No, you stay
dual time. Yeah.
We done like 1, 2, 3 things. They want to make sure I got you centered right, Aunt Bertha right. They said, I told them, I said, the director got to get on the phone. Yeah. Like, where is she? Where is she?
I was being traumatized. I was trying to manage it, because also, like Marie, who, by the way, has been amazing throughout this entire process. She informs me of all of the people that are in the hospital with COVID. I don't know their names. I just know numbers, so that I'm aware of everything. Every person that, leaves the hospital that needs help, we work together. And so, Marie has been an incredible force behind the work going on at Carepoint, at Christ Hospital. And it's really, it's amazing to see the women behind making COVID work.
No, she is awesome, Director. I tell you, from day one, like 3, 4 years ago, when we wanted to walk in her building with our kids from Snyder and Lincoln, she didn't bat an eye. So she's definitely there. She is still there to continue to be with us. So I just wanted to make sure that you are on. If you want to stay to still co-host, because you're like now my co-host now. I don't know if you know that. So we got to be on. Look, at 3 o'clock, I got to make sure that I'm sitting in this chair, making sure that we are on. But what we're going to do is I can share the screen. We're going to bring in on the other guests, because you got to stay on, Director, because we did the videos. Next week, you're going to be with me all day. Don't forget, because I'm going to make sure it's on your calendar.
I already carved it out of my schedule.
And be with me so we can rock out. But Director, stand by if you can. If you can't, I understand.
I'll stand by.
And then I'm gonna bring you back in. And we're gonna get to continue the show. Okay? I love you.
Okay.
You too, sweetie. Love you. Look at that. Look at that. My Director. You see her hair too? It look good too, right? Yeah, she look good. All right, Director. Yay! Who's next? I love you, Director. Stand by. Who we have? Oh, okay. Which one I have? Her or? Oh, okay. So wait, you see, I tell y'all part of the backstage, right? So this is live. Y'all. So y'all probably saying she don't know what she doing. You probably right. I probably don't. But I'm gonna tell you what I do know. We know how to execute for our youth. Get Anthony ready back there too. I know Anthony is in the building. Make sure he gets ready too after I bring on this diva that is don't even need no introduction. But let me tell you, I couldn't have done this without her. Like literally, we were talking. She said she was going to come on for one component. It went to something else. She's a beast. She wrote like millions of books. Then did it all. And just came in and literally said, I'm going to help you and I'm going to guide you. And I'm going to tell you what she's done. She kept her word. The one and the only is Jamila T. Davis on the line. Is she here?
Yes,
My other co-host.
I am here. I am backstage and I'm watching you, Diva, and this is so informative. I like the information that I'm being given about what's happening in Jersey City. So this is like a little news broadcast. We're finding out from Director Flanagan where to go, what to do, where, a lot of times people in the community just want to know. We don't know. So we need stuff like this to inform of us of what to do and where we go. So
That's
I'm
right.
loving it.
No, wait. First of all, you look good, girl. You look good. I like your makeup. The hair looks good. Wait, you look amazing. Jamila, I know I say it over and over, and I keep saying it about you. I say it about Yandy. I say it about Lydia. I say it about Michael. I say it about strong women that rock for me, that I'm able to rock for me so I can rock for these kids. You have came before. We haven't known each other for a long time. Don't matter. I don't care. What I care about is that you are a woman of your word. Your character that you have shown us for me. And I'm talking about me now because we rock and execute. My director, when I went to her, said, let's make it happen. When I talked to Michael, let's make it happen. You came on and said, you're going to make this happen. And again, I keep saying it to people. Don't think you can't do something, because I didn't think I can do this virtue. I didn't think I can do this.
You're an amazing host. Like, I'm watching you. I'm like, girl, get ready for the big screen because you are ready.
Well, no, Jamila, I want you, and this is going to go further for us, because again, what you have done and allowed me to do, to show on behalf of Pastor and on behalf of the Honorable, is to show that we don't have to be stuck, because sometimes we get scared. And I'm the first one to raise my hand and say, I was scared of this. And you said, and even with Michael and you, just, and Yandy, like, I would never be on Instagram if it wasn't for Yandy. Like, I mean, I'm still like new to it, but guess what? I can get it done. You're
getting it done. You're not could get it done. You're getting it done. You're getting it done, which brings me to the point of the conversation I really wanted to have with you briefly. Right? The state of our mental health amongst this COVID-19 situation, right? So we're here. Nobody knows what to do. So school is about to start. I'm not sure exactly what's happening in your city. I know in my city, it's back and forth, and nobody knows what to do. And I'm just hoping that places like this that you're creating, and spaces like this, will give people comfort and give them information, or just things they can do to cope. Like, how do you navigate through times such as this? So this contest, I'm excited about this contest.
Well, no, go ahead and talk about the contest, because I'm excited.
So first of all, guys, I just want to say this, right? Talking about COVID, we're talking about ways that you can make money and come up and do different things. One of my coping mechanisms for COVID has been creating businesses. What can you create? What can you do to make money while you're spending so much time at home? We can't move about like we used to could move about. So now, how can we create businesses that can generate income, right? So news alert, guys, news flash. Online businesses are up. They're making hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars online sales right now because people are home. They're home trying to figure out what they should spend and where they can buy. So now that gives you guys that are home an opportunity to create businesses while you're home and make money during COVID. Is that amazing?
Amazing.
And now, with the help of Teen Magazine, they want to give money to folks who have viable business ideas and want to make money now. So the question begins, who wants to make money now, right? Not only are you going to get the money, we're going to teach you how to do it, right? So my partner, as many of you know, is Yandy Smith. One of the things that we pride ourselves in doing is teaching teens how to become entrepreneurs. And we also do the same thing for adults. So through this platform, we have a contest, guys, right? And our contest is all about giving back to those who want to make money now. But here's the key. You got to listen, because we have some details for you.
That's right.
Say, oh, I want to get the money. I need you to do something. First, I need you to follow at Teen Magazine NJ. Stop what you're doing. Do this right now. Follow at Teen Magazine NJ on Instagram, right? Yes. Once you become a follower, the next thing we need you to do is to make a short 2-minute video about yourself and the type of business you'd like to start. That's it. That's simple. 2-minute video, why we should give you the money. That's it. The rest is history. Guys, we only have a couple of weeks, and we're about to award some folks.
1 week. 1 week.
1 week. We're about to award some folks in the good city of Jersey City funds to start their businesses. So teens, we got t-shirt businesses going on, eyelash businesses, photography businesses, nail businesses, hair businesses, wig businesses, everything. What do you want to start? How can you make money from home now? Let us help you with that. So I wanted to come on quickly to give you guys some details, and then I have a special guest for you. So I'm going to be backstage hanging out a little bit because I know you got some folks to interview, but I have a special guest coming on that I think many of you will know and love. So I'll be behind the scenes just watching this show go on because it's amazing.
Well, wait a minute, Diva. Wait a minute. You know what? It's our show. We can do our show. Do you want to put one now? Or do you want to
let's go. I'm here to support you in whichever way. I'm just kicking back. I'm watching Jersey City stand up, and you guys are doing some amazing things. So I'm grateful to be a part of this. Let's go. You tell me what's next.
Well, Diva, you know what I'm going to do? Because I want to get the Board of Ed on because the Board of Ed has been standing by, and I know they had some. As soon as they get on, I'm going to bring you right back. So you stand by with the special guest. And Diva, you look amazing. How about that? How about that? I'm coming right back to you, Jamila, my Diva co-host. I'm coming right back. You know what? You cannot make this up. So let me tell y'all behind the scenes, right? You saw me like moving my arm, and y'all probably saying, "What is she doing?" I still got the pastor, right? And the pastor is like, in charge. Don't think that I'm in charge. I may think I'm in charge, but the pastor is still in charge. So the pastor is still trying to tell me. I'm trying to make sure he knows that we tape it and that he want to make sure that everything is going right. So that's what you saw. So I'm giving you real talk and real details to let you know what we doing backstage. So I think right now, who we have going on? We have is that Jamie coming on from the Board of Ed, or no? Who's coming on right now? Like, who's coming on right now? Is Elise ready? Or are we waiting? I got Tashonda. Who that? Is that? Wait a minute. Oh, no, we don't have her yet. Okay. But wait, while we waiting for the next, who's the next one? I want to give the shout out to Sherockdecor. Now, if you don't know, go follow her because she's amazing. Her name is Tashonda Carson, and she be trying to come for me like she my boss, like, right? Like she really do be trying to come for me, but she is my boss in a way. But go follow her. Sherockdecor. She's amazing. She does all my setups, everything that I do at Walmart, everything that we do for graduations, any and everything. And she does a lot of stuff for every other body else too. But I'm telling you right now, make sure you follow her because she's a beast. If you need any setup, decor, or whatever you may need, we love her. We love her. Shout outs to Shonda. So before who we have? No,
I'm back.
So wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute, co-host.
Hold on. I got a special guest for you, right? So I want to introduce you to one of my friends, and she is a native of Jersey City, guys. So without further ado, I want to bring on the diva, Mariah Lynn herself. Mariah Lynn, where you at?
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hey, girl, hi.
How are you?
Stand up.
I'm good for the most part. I'm good, doing well, trying to, just stay above water.
Yes. So I'm doing this project with my good friend Tamika McReynolds. So Tamika meet Mariah, Mariah meet Tamika.
And she
has Teen Magazine. She does a bunch of initiatives with the mayor. And she said, "Oh man, you know Mariah Lynn?" I said, "Yes, I do. We want to bring her aboard to salute her." So Tamika, here's Mariah.
But hi, Diva. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, it's breaking up. We're breaking up.
Are you able to hear us?
Can you hear me, babe?
Yes,
I can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me, Diva?
What is it?
Okay, let's see if it comes back in.
Okay.
All right. If not,
Okay.
we can bring her back out. But that was my special surprise, Tamika. The Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop. She started out in Jersey City, went through some rough times, been through some real things. But despite it all, she's been able to dust herself off, get back up again. Not only is she a successful recording artist, she's also now a reality star, and she loves giving back. She comes with me into the schools. She does amazing things with the kids. And she's someone I feel should be saluted. And guess what? She's from your city. These cities, Jersey City. How about
that? Well, you know what? She looks amazing. And I'm so glad that, first of all, I got to thank you, Jamila, because not only it was a surprise, it was a dope surprise. And it's always important when people want to be able to give back. I think the diva coming back.
Yes, Mariah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That must have been like a service issue.
No problem, no problem. We just are glad that you're in. So I want you to speak to Tamika really quickly. We want to know a little bit about your history in Jersey City and growing up, because there's a lot of kids on right now that are from where you're from. And we want them to know, regardless of where they come from, regardless of what obstacles that they go through, that they can succeed. So could you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your story?
Okay, so I'm Mariah Lynn. Hi, guys. Hi, all the beautiful children from my hood. I love y'all. You know, growing up, I had addict parents. And you know, it was really hard for me to kind of process, like, you know, because it's hard for you to go to school every day. And as a young child, you know, you're always worried about your parents, even though you're supposed to be focused on being a kid, and you should be able to be, you know, a kid and do kid stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like I went through being in the streets, and there was sometimes, like when I was 16, I felt like, you know, I had to hustle. And I had to hustle because my mom didn't have, you know, money to buy me the school clothes I wanted. You know, she would try and she would go and my mom would boost and do whatever it took as a mother to provide for me and my sister. But it was hard to see my mom go through that. And, you know, my dad did 10 years in jail.
Wow.
So I didn't have my dad. My mom was in and out of the system. So, you know, a lot of people who know my story know I bounced around. I was in foster homes. I was put in juvenile detention centers because, you know, foster parents didn't want to take me because I was a risk of being a runaway all the time. I would stay in a lot of my friends' house. A lot of my friends' parents would like allow me to stay there. I would use their clothes, you know, stuff like that. So in Jersey City, I see a lot of the kids going through that repetitive cycle too of not having parents. So their family are their friends in the streets, you know? And that's what it was for me. Like, the streets was my home. My friends were my family. And luckily for me, you know, I didn't fall into certain habits and certain things that I could have been doing that I see a lot of people who I went to school with doing now. And I look and I'm like, wow, you know, I wish that I could have known what I know now. So it's important for me to get up here and talk to the kids and tell them that you can beat those odds set against you. You can prevail against anything, because even me being, you know, I'm Puerto Rican and Italian, but a lot of people, you know, growing up would bully me and pick on me because I lived in the projects. I lived in urban communities. So I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. But yeah, I dealt with a lot of
You
stuff.
made it.
I know.
You made it.
Huh?
You made it.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
And now I look at those things and those flaws and the things, and I'm like, wow, those are the least of your problems. When you grow up, you're gonna realize that, you know, as much as you feel like the world is coming to an end, it's not. It's just beginning for you.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
What a story, Tamika. I didn't even know all of that. I know you've been through some things, but I didn't know that you've been through all of that. But to see you now so successful, sought after by many, regardless of the hits and the bruises you take, you get back up and go again. And I was telling Tamika about the amazing things you've done with us in the schools, right?
I love y'all. Yes, I love
Jersey City.
With y'all.
Yes. So on the line,
and I like that. I like that because I want to show kids that when they get older too, you can also be involved with your community. Like, I love your story. I relate to it so much because I went to visit my mom, in prisons all my life as a kid. And even as an adult, I've bailed my mom out. I've paid warrants. So I know how it is. It's hard, but you can win. You can prevail. You are in control of your decisions and your future.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Mariah Lynn, I'm just so elated, Diva. You know what? I can't wait to meet you where we could just rock out in person because you are a beast, and it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts to be able to stand up, shut it down, and keep it pushing. And I have to say to you, I'm so thankful to Jamila that she was able to get you on to be able to share with our kids, because our kids need to know that they can win and that they can make it. That they can make
You are absolutely right.
And you being a product of Jersey City, I mean, like it don't get no better than that. And I'm honored. I can't wait to salute you. I can't wait to meet you. And I hope our kids are tuning in to be able to say if they have questions or they need to know, because it takes a lot of guts to get on here and be able to tell your story. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And she told the whole story. She didn't give you the recorded version. She told you, listen, this is what it was, but this is what I do with that, and that's my energy. So now when I see you on Instagram and I see you up early and you go hard like you go hard, you got a reason to, man. Because look at where you came from, look at where you are. You're a star. So I love you.
Thank you.
I love you very much.
I love y'all so much.
I can't wait for you to be honored in your city. So Tamika, with the plug right here. This is the plug. Tamika.
So hey girl, hey. Anything I could do to give back.
Yes.
I want y'all to know
that's the aid to the mayor right there. So yeah, definitely.
Wow. Anything you guys need. I'm here. I tell Jamila all the time. I'm always there. And I just want to thank all the kids for tuning in too, because it means a lot to me to be able to show y'all can progress in life. Trust me.
Thank you so much, Diva.
I love you, Diva.
Remember, nothing in life worth having is easy to get. You have to work hard, stay consistent, and be smart. Street smart and book smart.
Yes. Yes.
I love y'all. Have a good day. God bless
you. God bless you. Much love, baby. Yes. Oh my God.
Give it up for Mariah Lynn, my sister, my friend, Jersey City native. All right, I'm going backstage now, sis. I just wanted to bring you a little surprise this week. I salute you. I respect Jersey City. Thank you for all you do. I'm going backstage.
Love you, Diva. And I salute you as well. Now, was that amazing? Amazing. Just somebody to get on to tell you that you're not the only one that's going through it, that you still can win and still go through it. I don't care what nobody say. Mariah Lynn, not only you being a native of Jersey City, we thank you, we salute you, and we're going to honor you just for you giving your time up to be able to come and just give our kids a shout out. We love you, Diva, and Jamila, you rock. So at this time, and I know we want to keep it moving, right now I want to bring on one of the Diva principals that's been one of our rocks to be able to rock out with this show. And I know we're running and trying to get all this information put in. But remember, it's all about the kids. It's all about, I want to make sure that I know they're trying to get the videos prepared. But I want to make sure that you know that every week this show is to actually showcase our youth. And at this time, I would like to bring in on the principal from Snyder High School, Miss Waller. Is Miss Waller in?
Hi. I'm here.
How are you, beautiful?
I'm doing great, Diva. I'm enjoying the show.
All right.
Look at violin.
We doing good, Miss Waller?
You're doing great.
Okay, I just need to know, are we doing good?
Oh, you're doing great. And the show is awesome.
Ms. Waller, I had to bring you on. I know we went out, and I think that they're still working behind the scenes, to my understanding, of showing footage on who we surprised today. And we went out to Liberty and Ferris High Schools today. And I don't think that it's ready, but it's okay because I'm going to talk about it anyway because I can. Okay. I have to say to you, thank you, because you helped navigate that with Mr. Jamie Morales. I don't know if he's on. If he is on, we're going to put him on as well.
Director. He's the director of the secondary division for Jersey City Public Schools.
I can't tell you how, the love that I have for Dr. Walker, for getting me in touch with Mr. Morales, You and I have a history. You know how I feel about you, and all the principals. I don't know them all, but I have my relationship with them. But I have to say this to you, and I say this to you publicly, privately. You are a gem. You are a mentor. You are not only a mother, a teacher, a principal, somebody, a girlfriend where we could just come in, we could chit chat. You made this happen. And even if the footage is not ready, because again, this is live. And guess what? We run into technical difficulties. But I have to say to you, and I'm going to tell the story because I hope our kids are tuning in. Make sure that you're following at Teen Magazine NJ. And I want you to hashtag HealthiJC. I have to say to you, we literally got the kids within 24 hours.
24 hours.
No, 24 hours. Jamie Morales was on the phone and texting me, texting you, making sure. And Jamie, is Jamie on, by the way? Could we get him on too? Is Jamie Morales on? If he is, we can put him on the screen with Miss Waller if he's on. If he's not, it's okay. But what I want to do, I have to tell you guys, I thank you. Because we were able to get these kids, and Rev, the first thing that Pastor asked, do you have the kids? I said, Pastor, they are working on it. They are getting it done. Miss Waller is getting it done. It's like it's a no-brainer. But I have to tell you, I have to thank you because Ferris and Liberty are not even your schools. But you didn't say to me, no, that's not my job. No, I'm not going to help. I'm not going to do. And it wasn't because of Dr. Walker. It wasn't because of Mr. Morales. And again, let me just tell y'all, Dr. Walker is no joke when it comes to our children. No. He loves our children. I love him on everything. It's nothing that I won't do for him because every time I pick up the phone, I text him. He is there. Same thing with Miss Waller. So Miss Waller, I just would like to say, and I say it over and over, and I know people say, but did she say that last week or did she say that the week before? Guess what? I'm going to continue to say it because we're quick to say bad things about each other, but we're not quick to say good things about each other. So tell me about I know with your journey, just with this whole Teen Magazine and Teen Mentoring, I know I'm wearing you out, and I'm sorry. I got to tell you publicly. I call you at midnight, at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I know your husband probably saying, do Tamika work for the Board of Education? Like, just tell me what you're thinking.
I think, everything is amazing. And so you're never wearing us out. I feel very honored to be a part of Jersey City Public Schools, to be under the leadership of Mr. Walker, Mr. Morales, Dr. Fernandez, Miss Ellen Ruane, just amazing educators who care about our youth and love Jersey City. Mr. Walker is a graduate of Jersey City Public Schools, so his love and commitment to the city just is amazing. I want to give a shout out to the principal of Ferris High School and Liberty High School, Principal Alfred from Ferris High School and Principal Gazilla from Liberty. We have amazing leaders and amazing principals who love kids in our district. And I feel, very honored to say that. Because Mariah Lynn, she was in Jersey City and she talked about, all the things that our youth are experiencing. And I think it's important for us as young people who say that we love kids to really have empathy and to show up and be there for them. And so that's extremely important. And I feel very honored to work with a school system that puts kids first.
Well, you know what, Ms. Waller, I have to just say to you, we started this, and I'm about to bring the president of BLESC, and his name is Anthony Smith. He literally was with us this morning, and I understand that the footage is not ready, and there's no wrong to anybody that's on this circuit. It's just we filmed it and trying to upload it and get it ready. If it's not ready today, it'll be ready next week. And I have to thank everybody that's working hard behind the scenes. But I just have to say to you, Ms. Waller, could you just tell what we had to go through literally when you talked about in regards to us getting the principals on board? We literally made this happen in 24 hours. And I'm going to bring Anthony on as well because Anthony was a part of this. Would you mind telling about that?
Certainly. So Mr. Walker always tells us that we need to be ready and we need to be on. Principals are on vacation right now, and it was just a quick phone call. We all have each other's cell phone numbers. And so calling, I think Principal Gazilla was camping with her family. She answered immediately and got right on it. And then Principal Alfred the same. She had just finished hiking with her daughter, and just the excitement they had about someone caring about our kids. Like, we're entrenched in this work. We know our children, we know the things that they're going through, and we just want to have, a wraparound of services. When you talk about that village, it's being able to, make those calls in the middle of the night, as you say, and lean on people and say, we're doing this for our youth. And so in your words, we have to rock out. And so that's what it was. I think I was in Target at the time, talking to Principal Grisilla, like, listen, we have to do this. Tamika McReynolds. And she's like, that's all you need to say. So it really was just everyone getting on the phone, Mr. Morales contacting me as well and saying, as our leader and our director, just going through that and the protocols. But when your name is mentioned, we move mountains, and we make sure that, you have access to our kids, because we really love our kids in our district and we love our families. And so we love you for making them feel special and for honoring them and coming out. And they love you, they love our assemblywoman. Just seeing you guys pull up is amazing. We're a family. Even though we're Snyder, Ferris, Liberty, we're a family. We are a Jersey family. And so all the kids, they know all the principals. We often are together to celebrate, and sports teams and things like that.
Wow. Well, you know what, Ms. Waller, I'm going to share the screen with my partner here as well. He's the president and CEO, and we were out delivering. I know I just got note that they got a backup video, but I wanted to have Anthony. He's the president of BLESC, and he's going to actually squeeze in my shot. Again, you can tell this is live, right? You can tell that we really doing virtue up around here. Get closer. Yeah. And get on and get in the camera. No, yeah, okay, don't get all this. Okay, right there. This is it. You heard what I said. You don't want Reverend Rev upset. You better say it, because Reverend Rev will tell you.
That's right.
And I'm sharing the screen with him. Okay, you gotta get over. Yeah, close. There you go. Okay, you want to do it that way? Okay. Right. So this is Anthony Smith, the president of BLESC, and a friend, not only to Rev, to myself, to my family. He rocks out for my husband. He rocks out for my family, and just a good dude. He has his wife. I love her. Love his children, and he's always for the call. And today, literally, and this relationship has been going on with the whole BLESC team. I have DJ Chauncey that's in the building. We had Rose in the building last week. Rashawn, everybody that comes together, and that's why I want people to know it takes a village. It just don't just be First Lady Tamika McReynolds. I have to say though, Anthony was with us today and was driving around, and he get on my nerves too. Let me just add that to the table. Did I say that? We Facebook Live too, right? Yeah. Praise the Lord, somebody. Yeah. But what I love about him, it doesn't matter how bad I get on his nerves. When I ask him to do anything for Rev or anything for the kids, he is there. So, Ed, I wanted to just share with you while we're waiting, just to tell about just our experience. What do you think about Teen Magazine? How you feel about how we rock out for the kids, and just your experience about today?
Oh, today was great. It was hot.
See, that's why you can't put people on. That's why you can't put people and share your screen, because they don't know what to say. We know it was hot. My weed was hot. My lashes was hot.
Yes.
I ain't asked to say that, y'all. Look.
I just thought I'd share an experience. It was very, very hot.
Let's go.
And we had a good time. I mean, the kids, they were very surprised. And just to see them so surprised like that, me and Chauncey were joking when we get there. We see the kids. They probably not. They were very surprised, very happy, and I'm glad to see that. That's what it's all about.
Well, what do you think about our experience? And in all jokes aside, I know this is not easy work, because again, we be on the phone sometimes late at night trying to figure out how we could do more. How do you think that Teen Magazine and Teen Mentoring and BLESC? How do you feel that you think that we made a difference along? Is the Assemblywoman? Am I able to get the Assemblywoman on the screen as well? Am I able to do that? And Stacey Flanagan at the same time? Am I able to get the Assemblywoman on? Okay. Is she there? Assemblywoman? Oh, I like this. Look. Look. We can get. I got Stacey. Hi, director. I done learned some stuff.
It's like a super party.
A super party. Get everybody on. You know why it's so important is because we rocked for kids that don't even expect us to rock for them. We have people out here in these streets saying what we don't do. And I'm not talking about just the city of Jersey City or HHS. I'm talking about the village. I'm talking about everybody. And then when you're seeing these people pop on these screens, I'm telling you, I'm literally on the phone. Tell us, Ann, about your experience on how you think that the mentoring in the magazine of your experience, how do you think that we are making a difference and how we can continue to rock out?
Well, I think it made a difference. Definitely, I would say we sit down with these kids and you hear the experience that they have and they're able to tell us and trust us and open up to us. That's important because a lot of kids, they don't open up right away. But I think with this program, since I've been doing it, there's a lot of kids, they recognize us, they see us outside, they run up to us. They have no problem telling us what's going on in their lives. So I think that's very important. And then the magazine, they can express themselves. You don't really ever see a magazine for kids. What kids actually able to put stuff in there that they express it. I think that's beautiful. I think that's a good thing that we do. And hopefully we continue this, and years later, I'm seeing kids come up to us and say thank you. We probably start doing what we do. Take over out and take over our field.
And take over our field. Yes. Assemblywoman, I had you join back on, and you're another a team player. What are you thinking? Because Ms. Waller summed it up about how Board of Ed and, we got the Director Flanagan and you being Assemblywoman, but being a mom too. How do you think that we are making truly a difference for our children, especially what we did today?
Well, I just want to talk about the parents because you had me to call the two parents and they were so ecstatic. And then we met the grandmother of one, and we met the little brother and the older sister of another one. It's amazing. So you are not just touching, the student, you're also touching the entire family. The mom who was at work, but yet she was on the phone and she was screaming at her job. Hopefully she still have her job. She was screaming because she was so happy that we saluted her son. And then it was a surprise for her as well. And it's just amazing. So we have to continue to do the team mentoring. And Principal Waller, you summed it up very well. And I'm honored to be able to know you, to work with you, to partner with you. And Stacey, you were on earlier, and we are all working to help during COVID to make sure that people get the food that they need. Right? Get healthy food. So that's why it is Healthier Jersey City. So Angelcares is proud to be a partner of Healthier Jersey City, proud to work with BLESC, proud to work with Tamika, proud to work with you, Principal Waller, because it takes a village. And I always say, this is my favorite term, I am just a piece of the puzzle. You are just a piece of the puzzle. So we are a piece of the Make a Different puzzle. So all 5 of us that's on this screen now, we are part of a bigger puzzle. And these pieces right now fit beautifully. And the families that we have touched for the past 3 weeks, but now for over a decade with Team Magazine has been amazing. So just thank you for allowing me to be a part of this for the past few years.
Well, you know what? I'm just Director. I know your mind is just thinking over there because I saved you the best for last. How do you think? And again, and I wanted to bring them all on because I know even though Director, it's so many partners. Like we have Walmart, we have Staples, we have just so many people that came aboard. And it started off, like I said, with my husband. But again, now with Director's leadership, I don't know if Ms. Waller, you know this, or Angela, you know this, that Director Flanagan, she wasn't my director. And this is why this is for the kids. You never know who's watching. Director Flanagan helped with my training at Fordham University for team mentorship. I wasn't even in her department. That's why I rocked so hard for her. It was an issue, and she came to bat. That's why I rock so hard for her. Because you never know who's in your corner that's going to rock out for you, even when you're not even in their department or a part of them. So that's why we have to know that we have unity and knowing that these kids can reach out to a Stacey Flanagan, a Yvonne Waller, a Angela McKnight, a Anthony Smith, a Pastor McReynolds, Mayor Fulop. That's what it is. And she's a thinker too. I'm not a thinker. I just execute. I don't be thinking. That's not what I do. So, Director, what do you think about all of this? Because I see you smiling. Because if you smiling, that's good. Yay! Yay! What you think, Director? Director, I can't hear her. Director, we can't hear you.
That's the unmute.
Unmute. Oh, Director, they said you got to unmute. Allah. Are you there? Why is she not there? I see your face, Director.
Yeah, she has to unmute one more time. Just hit
unmute one more time, Director. She did it now? Okay.
She'll get back.
We'll get her back. We'll get her back. Okay, so wait a minute. To say all that, you can tell this is live. Miss Marla, we doing good, right? Angela, we doing good, right? Yay! Yay! So wait a minute. I think we have a video. Is that what we have? The first video we have of Jessica. And Anthony, they said we too close. Get back. It's Corona. I know you've been tested, and I've been tested, but no, I ain't got it though. Get back, so you got to go. So they look. So you can tell this is live, and I'm gonna tell you a story. He's been tested. I've been tested, and you're right. Get your mask on and get back. Go get a mask anyway. Go get the mask. Get away. Back up. You can say bye to the people.
Bye.
Yeah. Yay. Bye. Look. So just tell y'all know, because you know I'm Corona for real. Like I'm don't play no games. Like I am 6 feet and all that good stuff. So thanks for the shout out, but he's been tested and I'm tested and we good. They wrote me a note, said we was too close. So I just want everybody to know though, okay? So we have a video? Everybody, let's see the video. Lydia, are we ready? This yeah. No. I did. No, listen. No, I'm glad she listen, I'm glad that
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Awesome.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear
Yes.
me? Let me tell you this. First of all, I got to say two things. I'm blown away. I know it wasn't no sound, everybody. And again, remember, this is all new to us. I had somebody at the last minute to be able to come in and video and get footage, and they were able. Lydia did her best, but I'm gonna tell you a story. That Grace, again, one of the producers I called at the last minute, just got some footage for us to be able to put on. I know you couldn't hear it, but we're going to make sure that we show the one that you can hear. And the bottom line is that we made history again today for our children. We are touching all of the high schools, Miss Waller. You are my liaison. You are the one that helps me navigate it. But I'm gonna make everybody laugh because I'm gonna tell you how backstage this really is. Assemblywoman texts me. You know why Jamila is on? She says, stop talking to them or whatever you're doing and listen to Jamila. I just want everybody to know I was still listening to Jamila. But again, this is so live that you got people that really looks out for you. So Jamila, it's so funny that I'm reading my phone. I'm like, I'm glad she did that because I still was listening, but I'm still trying to make sure that we rock it out and we do what we're supposed to do. So again, guys, we all are new to this. I make mistakes. I'm learning, but I'm so glad I got somebody that's looking out for me to say that because I was looking crazy. I don't know if my hair was whacked. I don't know what was going on, but she said, stop talking and listen to Jamila. So Jamila, I want you to know, I know you're backstage. I was listening, but I still had to make sure everything was going right. I have be able to get. I know I'm saying her name. I think I'm spelling it incorrectly, but the diva Anise from the Jersey City Police Department. Is she on? And Lydia, I might be spelling it. Oh, that's what it is. Look,
I
hi
am actually
Diva.
on.
How
Hello, Diva.
are
How are
you?
you? I'm
How
well, thank you.
are
I'm
you?
blessed. I'm
From
blessed,
Jersey City
girl.
Police Department on behalf of Tawanda Moody. Hi.
Hi, hey, hello, everyone. I hope you're all being safe. It's so
Yes,
great to
yes.
see all the wonderful things that you are doing. I'm glad to know that everyone is still keeping it moving during this COVID-19 pandemic and looking well. I see the assemblywoman there, and I see Principal Walla. Hello, I haven't seen her since she had the baby.
Yes.
Hope all is well. and this diva that keeps me rocking. Tamika is just a breath of fresh air, and what she's doing with the children is just yeah. Words can't even explain. When she called me, she actually reached out to me, and then Tawana called me and said, "Listen, I need you to get on this call." Um, Listen, all Tamika had to do is call me and say she need money, and I figure it out and I make it work. I track it down for her and the team mentoring and the babies,
Okay.
and just to see that she's still moving and going even in the pandemic. It's a
Somebody called
great
me
thing.
beast. Uh, 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 Let me tell you, Diva. Somebody called me today a beast in the pandemic, and I just want to make sure I clarify. I ain't asking the money for me. I'm asking for the money for the teens and for the kids,
That's
and
right.
that's what they do. They make sure that they get the money. And they go directly to our
To
babies.
the kids.
And
That's right.
I have to thank you and Tawanda Moody and Director Shay and Police Chief Kelly that you guys just rock out for our children. And I'm just glad on behalf of Pastor, the mayor, Director Flanagan, just everybody, you always come through. And I had to get y'all on. I know Director Moody was trying to get on the last couple of weeks and she couldn't get on, but you are the ones that when I say I need the check cut the check for these babies because they need it. And you're right there all the time, making sure our babies are taken care of. And I love you for that.
We listen anything. When we usually go to the police officers or the POBA, the PSOA, they're always reaching out to us and asking us, what do you guys need? What do you guys need? What do you need for the community? And they're always willing to give what's needed for the community. It's very community policing is very important to them and really high on the bar when it comes to uh, doing things for our children, our teens, and their future. Because guess what? Without the children, we don't have a future. So it's very important that we keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on with the kids in our community.
Wow. Wow. Well, guess what? I know everybody is extremely busy, and I feel like this is a Teen Magazine party for the youth that we can't wait till we can get to party with the youth, or that was on the line of giving all these resources. I just simply say to you, you continue and continue and continue to show up for our babies. And I say to you that just with people like this that's on the line, you just continue to rock out, you and Tawanda. And I have to say from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of Brad, we simply say thank you. You no hesitations, hands down, make sure that our baby is taken care of. So I simply say, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. To the wheels fall off. We're gonna ride this out. I appreciate you, truly. I really mean that. I really mean that.
And you are greatly appreciated. You know, I call you the diva mother of all and many. So that's the name. Usually when I refer to you and people know exactly who I'm talking about, because I said, oh no, I got something to do for diva mother of all. They said, oh, she must be talking about Tamika. Yes, I'm talking about Tamika.
Well, again, just let the police director know and Director Shane, everybody up there know we went and delivered today. You just saw one of the vet footage. It wasn't with the wording on it, but we're going to make sure that we have those kids, and we saluted the parents as well. We just continue, and I can't do it without you. I'm not going to do it without you. And I thank God for each and every one of you on the line, Assemblywoman, Director Flanagan, everybody that's backstage that continues to really be there and support. BLESC, Anthony Smith, like his whole team. Like, I mean, everybody picks up the phone when I call, they answer, and I'm blessed. I'm thankful for that. So, ladies, I thank you. We are going to continue to rock out. Oh, yes, you can.
And can I say one thing after?
Oh, absolutely. Wait a minute, guys. Y'all can say whatever y'all. Ms. Waller.
It's really just around resources. Just want to make sure that all of our young people who are part of Jersey City Public Schools, there are tons of resources on our website, our summer information packets. We've had teachers on call, curriculum resources. If you need devices, hotspots, all of that stuff is available online for us. So there's a lot of things on our wonderful website, jcboe.org. And when you go to jcboe.org, you can click on the schools. You can reach out to the principals. For parents that have any questions, you can reach out to us directly. We'll answer you right away. And then all of our curriculum, summer readings, online resources, parent information, anything you need to know is at jcboe.org. And so I just wanted to put that out there for any of our parents that have had questions. We're never disconnected from you. We are connected to you, and you can reach us any day, anytime. So please make sure that you do that. And I speak on behalf of all of our wonderful leaders and principals in our district. And I'm mad. I miss Miss Moody because she went to Snyder. She is an alum, and she's a proud alum of Snyder. And always.
No, Miss Wallace, she's an alum of Lincoln High School.
She is.
Yes, Lord. The Snyder High School girl would be me.
Yes. Well, listen, I always say if you go to Lincoln, the principal of Lincoln is a graduate of Snyder. So
yeah, but listen, I force her to rock out with Snyder all the time. Listen, I have her with Snyder gear and everything. I have her representing the Tigers. Yes, ma'am.
Go to Snyder. We're exclusive, Miss Gibbs. You know that.
That's right. Listen, she say Lincoln, yay. But I go like, nah, roar like the tiger, knock it off.
Knock it off. That's right. Yeah, Assemblywoman.
Yeah, so I just have a few things. If you haven't, for parents, if you haven't filled out the census, please fill out the census. The census will help continue with this program that's happening. If you're not registered to vote, I need you to go out and vote. We have an election that's coming up in November. The food pantry at Angelcares is every Friday from 3 to 5, 696 Ocean Avenue. Just bring your bag. And if you know of a senior who would like to get a grocery bag on a Saturday, reach out to my office, leave a message, 201-706-2884, and we will deliver a bag of groceries on Saturday. And last but not least, Tamika said she didn't give the video justice. Just watching the video, the visual was phenomenal. just watching our faces and the youth faces was phenomenal. So you didn't hear what we were saying, but you saw what we were doing. And doing is better than what people say. Their action speaks louder than the words. So kudos to that phenomenal video. I know it was done like this because we literally did it today. I still have my head scarf on. It was done earlier today. So kudos to the entire team, and big shout out to Tamika. Thank you for bringing us all together. I appreciate you.
Listen,
rock.
I love you. And ladies, you all rock. You all rock. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please, please, please make sure that, I tell you, I just can't do it without you. Elise, please give Director Moody a big, big hug for us.
I sure will.
Next week she can get on because we need to see her face. You tell
I'll give her an air hug. She takes social distancing to another level.
Oh, no, I do too. Look, I just almost got in trouble with Anthony being next to me. But I know he tested and I know he good. But yay, nothing. He in the background talking about, yay, nothing. But I don't play with it at all. I don't want everybody else out there to play with it. It's very, very serious. We have to social distance. We have to wear our mask. We have to wash our hands. We have to do that so our numbers, we don't get shut down. We want to live. And I'm not even joking about that. I don't play no games with it. So we have to make sure we stay focused on that. At least make sure you give everybody at the Jersey City Police Department a hug for me and tell them I said I love them, and I'll see you guys soon.
I sure will, and I greatly appreciate you all. Thank you.
Love you, baby. Love you. Ms. Waller and Angela, I'm going to leave y'all on because I know Ms. Waller is about education. And Angela, you and I, with the whole thing that we're doing with Billy Dickerson and all this good stuff, I'm about to bring on this young man, and I get the director on. I don't know if we can have everybody on, but I want to salute him in a big way because he got his master's. Am I talking? His doctor. Oh, excuse me. They said not master's. They got his doctorate. Let me tell you, he got his doctorate, and he is a beast. And he cares about our youth. He cares about our kids. Is Dr. Vaughn on the line? Could I see Doctor? Don't that sound like Doctor? Doctor.
Hello.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute. I want to read it right because I want to bring you on right. It's Dr. E. Yvonne Weaver. Did I say that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, now you're going to do yes, ma'am? Or that's what you're going to do? We ain't going to do that on this line. No, we're not. What's up, baby? How are you? I salute you and congratulate you.
Thank you very much. I want to say thank you for having me. Hello to the other pretty ladies on this program. This is a great thing that you're doing, Ms. McReynolds, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Well, let me tell you, when we were talking about it, and I say Shy, you know I call her Shy for sure, right? Her name is Tashonda Carson, for those who do not know her. The first thing when we was talking about having young black men that's on, and then she said, I thought she said masters, so I have to stand corrected because I don't have neither one, so I'm going to let me be corrected over here. She said we have to get Vaughn on the line. I said Vaughn, like mother Vaughn, like, from, his mother, and we all family.
Right.
He couldn't graduate like during just with COVID and everything that was happening. And I was a part of that. And I wanted to bring you on, Bob, because I wanted people to see what it looks like that we can still get educated. We still could be cool. We still can do what we do, but then we can get a doctor in front of our name. And I'm glad you're a part of the whole Team Magazine and Team Mentoring, and that Shy thought enough of you to be able to bring you, because it's an honor. Yeah. Because for you to be a doctor in our hood, in our city, when people say that can't happen, how does that really make you feel? I'm so amazed and I'm so happy for you and blessed by it.
The feeling is still a little surreal. I'm very happy, but I try my best to make sure I speak to the youth and let them know that this is possible. I too am a proud graduate of Snyder High School.
Oh, Miss Waller, look at Miss Waller.
I make sure I stress that as often as I can, because, growing up, there was a bad reputation surrounding Snyder, and not even Snyder, a lot of the Jersey City public high schools. So for me, I think it's very important to make sure that those from the same community know that this is possible. You can definitely be a product of Jersey City, and you don't have to become a victim of some of the things that take place within our city.
Wow. Well, I got to wait a minute. First of all, you look good too to be a doctor. What school you went to? Look at you. Wait, Salute. Listen, kids out there. Look, I know everybody on Facebook Live, YouTube. Y'all better get y'all some education. Y'all better go to school because, let me tell you, what would you give to young, not only just young black young men, but to all young men? What advice would you give to them even during this COVID? Because it's so hard. You know, we going through virtual learning. Some of the schools are not going back to school. It's hard. They mental. Some of them are just like trying to give up. What would you give to them to say, hold on?
I would say never stop chasing your dreams. Also, if there's someone in your life, because I'm very big on mentorship, that you confide in, that you trust, that supports you, whether it's a family member or if it's a friend or it's the next door neighbor across the street. Get in touch with them because sometimes you need that support, you need that upliftment, you need that encouragement. I'm not going to lie and say that I wasn't discouraged at times during this process, but it was very difficult to not only be a student but also to be a professor and a counselor at the institution that I work at the same time. So there's a lot to juggle. But I had some very strong people behind me, Tashonda included, that helped motivate me and push me. And
Vaughn, what you ain't gonna do is take Tashonda from me. I'm just teasing. Go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
I gotta give her flowers though. I gotta give her flowers.
No,
she's definitely one of my main supporters and biggest encouragement.
No, let me tell you something. And I'm teasing because I'm selfish and I'm spoiled. And I don't know if you know, but Miss Wild and Angela, y'all know that too. And everybody that's backstage know that too. When I say the young lady that he just mentioned, and she's on the sidelines, and if she want to jump in, she can jump in. When I tell you she is the epitome of with friendship. Let's talk about just friendship. Never talk about with all of this and this getting this ready and all of that. She is like, how somebody you could just call and you could cry. And like you could just tell, and be able to. She has that sense, and we argue too because she really think I'm her, like she's my boss. She be telling me I'm her boss, but she really thinks she's my boss too. But she is because she is so loving. I think that's the word. I don't think I ever used that adjective on her. She's so loving and understanding that she listens. Because sometimes I don't listen. I don't know if it be the weave or just I be mad. I don't know what it is. Don't put your fan up on your face, Walla and Angela. Y'all know I'm talking right. But she's able to get through to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that. You do. And I share that with you, Mom. But again, what you look like on screen, and again, I'm all new to this virtual stuff. It looks good for our young people. And I'm here to tell you, I'm proud of you. And I'm so glad that you told them some truth to be able to, to continue. So to move forward with this, like say for instance, somebody say, well, I don't want to be a professor and I don't want to be a doctor. What would you give them just to be whatever it is that they want to be? What would the advice you would give them?
Well, there's a quote that I live by. You have to live part of your life like most people won't, so you can spend the rest of your life like others can't. So whatever it is that you have in your brain to do, it may seem like it's difficult to do because of our surroundings, because of our environment, but you always have to look forward to the future and think of things that you want for yourself and you want for those that come after you. And I think that's very important. A lot of people always ask me, especially those in my cohort or my class, to ask me what kind of was my motivation. And I always explain to them, being able to be a tangible figure in my community, which is something that I did not have. Right? Because there are so many students that want to do great things and aspire to do positive things in the world, but they don't have people that they can really talk to or kind of just lean on. And me being a proud and loving member from this community, I try to be that. So I'm around, Ms. Waller and she's allowed me to use her building to do things with my organization, the Jersey City Bridge Alliance. I'm hoping to one day be able to work with Assemblywoman Ms. McKnight soon. And just to continue to do positive and great things for our city so that they see that.
Just call me. I'm ready. Okay.
That you can come.
And I'm on the board too, so it's going to be good. Look.
Like I said, I just try to be someone that I wish I had in my life growing up. So definitely, whether it's my friends, colleagues, peers, acquaintances, that their children, their cousins, their friends can have someone that they can talk to that can, just drop some jewels to them with some information that they may not have ever been aware of. Because that's what it is. A lot of it is just lack of knowledge and lack of information. Not that we don't want to know, we don't want to do, we just don't know how. So I think it's imperative to be that person to make sure that I don't know it all, but whatever knowledge I do have, I'm able to share with those from where I'm from.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I know you graduated, but first of all, let me clap for that, because let me just like clap. You graduated from Rutgers, right?
Yes, I got my doctorate from Rutgers. Yes,
You got your doctors from Rutgers, right? What I want you to do for me, Dr. Weaver, I want you to send us whatever you may think from Rutgers University. Whereas if we have to sponsor a kid that want to go to college, that cannot be able to go to college, and I want you to send me whatever information you think that I may can utilize to be able to have for our children, to be able to help them navigate, whether it's paying for their books, whether it's paying for a semester. I'm attending FDU. I just made the National Honor Society. Never thought that I could do that, and it takes a lot, and I'm proud of that. And we're actually, taking care of semesters at FDU, but I want to be able to do that with Rutgers through you as well. So we'll talk offline along with Ms. Waller, Assemblywoman, Director Flanagan, and just with everybody to be able to see how we can navigate so we get some more doctors.
Yes, and I'll do you one better. I have to cut you off. I'm not going to send you information. I will be your information. Whatever it is that any of you ladies need, I will provide my personal contact, anything I can do from college visits to information to scholarship opportunities. Not just for Rutgers, but just higher ed in general, right? Because I think it's bigger than just Rutgers. I will be your information, right? And I think that's important because, again, there's so many students that want to do much, but we just don't have, and I'm saying we because I was that student, we didn't have the information or people to go to. So I will.
He could walk outside. You want to walk out with him?
You will be able, either one of you will be able to get in touch with me for anything that you need.
Well, I had to interrupt. I know Angela's probably saying, what in the world did just happen? I'm still taking care of the pastor. So the pastor, I got to take care of the pastor. So I had to just make sure they know that the pastor is a priority in this whole situation. But no, Dr. Vaughn, I have to just say to you, I'm glad you have extended that to you. And one thing, if you don't know anything about me, and I know you do know, Sha will tell you, you have not because you ask not. And I'm one of those that will ask for all the help I can do for our kids. Now, I'm going to move out the chair because I want Shy just to get it so y'all know who Shy is. I'm calling her Shy. Her real name is Deshandra Carson. So this is the one that me and Dr. Vaughn about to fight over. So I'm going to get in the Shy. I'm going to get out. Just get over because we want to be social distance. So stay right there. Look, and she got a mask on. Look. Okay. Look. That's Deshandra Carson that we be fighting over that's making this all happen. Yay. Look, yay. Now get back. Okay. Look, okay. I don't want no problems. Look. And I know she ain't got it either. Look. Anyway. So Dr. Vaughn, thank you for, and you can come back next week if you want, because I still think some more that we could talk about if you have time, because I think college is important. Those seniors that are graduating, they may be thinking about Rutgers or thinking about another college, and to have somebody that looks like you, that is you, that has done it, you'll be able to give that information and help us. So hopefully we'll have some questions or whatever, but I still would love to have you back on next week, and we would love to salute you on 26th. As well as just making it happen. We love you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Doctor. I think, look, is Director Flanagan still on? Is Director Flanagan still on? Okay. So who else? First of all, ladies, I want to make sure who we still. Y'all got. Oh, wait, hold on. Y'all stand right there, y'all. And y'all got the pastor? Oh, okay. Praise the Lord, somebody. Hi, everybody out there. It's still real life here. I got to make sure the pastor is still good. Praise the Lord, somebody. So, enough time is enough time. Enough time is enough time. So, do we have anybody else that I missed? Do we have anybody else that's backstage before? Anybody else back there? So while we doing that, Ms. Waller, would you like to give closing remarks before I turn to Assemblywoman?
So just want to say thank you to you and your amazing team. You're incredible. To Assemblywoman Angela McKnight. Just want to say thank you for all that you're doing for our kids. We love you. Just want to remind our youth that as they're gearing up in a few short weeks to transition back to school, just some tips for parents. Start having your young people go to sleep and wake up and do some normal things. We're starting to kind of put some things together for our youth to help them transition. Know that summer work is different than when you go back to school. So you can't have working hours during the school day because you're going to have to be in school. So make sure you're talking to your managers and supervisors and things like that, because these are different times. So you need to, just have those little tips to manage your time better, going to bed, still eating balanced meals, getting ready for school, still having that excitement to come back to school, because we're excited to welcome you back. And so we know that things may look different, but what's not different is our love and our excitement for you, and that we're prepared for you. So our curriculum teams, our principals, our teachers, our support staff, of course, our wonderful superintendent and his cabinet have been working overtime, our amazing board, and the members of our board just working overtime to have a great experience. So make sure you start transitioning back, because that 8 o'clock being in school and making sure you're ready to do your work and making sure that you're dedicating time to your studies is important. So parents, just begin. I'm a parent too. I have a child that's going into the 10th grade, and I have a baby and a daughter in college. So just making sure that we're getting them, back on a schedule and mapping out for us too, because these are different times for us as parents, getting ourselves on a schedule and saying, this is how my household is going to run now that we are, incorporating virtual learning into it. And so just begin to transition them. It's still nice outside. It's still summer, but just make sure they begin to realize, I got to go to bed. I need to start waking up, just to get your body used to that school time. So that's just my tip as I close. Just thank you. You're doing phenomenal things. Our young people love you and adore you. And like Assemblywoman said, actions speak louder than words. So let's just go ahead and do this thing for our kids and for our city and for our parents, and just making sure, that everything that they need, they just know that they have support. So I thank you for letting me be a part of it, and Jersey City Public Schools be a part of it, because our kids adore you.
Oh my God, I love you for that, Ms. Waller. I love you. Assemblywoman?
Yeah, I just want to echo what Principal Waller said. School is coming. COVID is still here. Please practice social distancing. If you are going through anything, reach out to a mentor, reach out to your principal, reach out to a friend, and don't let it bother you. You just have to release it. We are all going through this together. We will all get through this together. And I want to thank Team Mentoring for allowing me to be a part of this. I want to thank Tamika for always having my back and always want me to be with you, because I love this, because we are helping to change lives. And I want to leave you with this quote, and it's by Oprah Winfrey. You don't become what you want. You become what you believe. So if you believe that you want to be a doctor, if you believe you want to be a police officer or a principal or a radio host, whatever you believe, that is what you will become, because you will put your actions into place so that you become what you believe. So again, thank you so much, and I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Next week. Wait, before I bring in Anthony on, is Jamila is still standing by? First of all, Lydia, I want to make sure, and again, guys, we're live, and we want to make sure we don't leave anybody out. Before
Can I say something about Principal Waller?
Oh yeah, you sure can.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Principal Waller, you are the bomb, because you're a principal and you're here talking to us. I remember my principal. Now I went to Ferris, so I'm a bulldog, right? But I can like touch you. Your students can touch you. That is amazing. So I just want to say kudos to you and thank you, and I salute you for you just had a baby. And
that's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, you just had a little baby during this COVID, and you are here with all of us. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You're so remarkable in what you do, and how you define your role. I think it allows people to see the power in community leadership, and to see a woman like you. I say this sincerely. You are about what you talk about, and it's not an act. I see you live and in person, and I see the passion and the commitment that you have. We're very blessed to have you in Jersey City. Very blessed. And I don't, Tamika knows this about me. I don't say words I don't mean.
No.
So you are incredible. And, I was inspired to be a principal from my principal at Neptune High School, Rosalie Coleman. And she was a remarkable woman. And I think whatever your role is, we talk about kids kind of what do you want to be, and whatever you decide that your role is, you define that role and you say, I really think it's a calling. And so you have to make sure that you sit within your calling and do what you're supposed to do. So we are supposed to be able to be touched. We are supposed to reach out and give back and be that and represent our schools. And so I try to represent Snyder, and now I'm the principal of innovation too, trying to represent both of those communities well. So just we're out here working, but I'm so honored. You guys are women that I look up to, and that you're so phenomenal, and your heart is right. And so my grandmother said, it's not where you live, it's how you live. It's not where you work, it's how you work. And you two are phenomenal, and it's an honor just to be in your presence. So I thank you both.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna make me cry, because I be talking about my weave and I be talking about my lashes, and you're not gonna make me cry. But I say simply, it's ditto. It's ditto. I'm so amazed and I'm so honored. I want to bring Jamila back on. Is Jamila still on? You can bring her on while we got everybody else on, Lydia, if that's okay. If she wants to close out, or is anybody else? Is Jamila there?
I love Jamila. I'm such a fan.
Jamila.
I am a fan of you guys, just your passion, your dedication, your commitment to your city, y'all sisterhood, willing to come together and get on one accord to make change in your city. So I'm happy to be a part of this. I'm just sitting here like, okay, and y'all saluting each other, edifying each other. So for the viewers watching in, it just makes us want to be a part of this little sister circle y'all got going on.
Well, Jamila, it's a pleasure meeting you, and I saw that you followed me on Instagram, so I followed you back, girl.
Yes, definitely. I love Tamika McReynolds. I see her work and her passion just like you guys see it. And I'm just happy to be in Jersey City with you guys. Principal Waller, we see your commitment to the students. So what I need from you, right? Because I'm going to ask you, because you're the principal. I need some students to get involved in this contest. We want to get some young entrepreneurs in Jersey City. And we don't want to just give them money, right? Because if you give a person, we want to give them the opportunity to make their own money, right? So we want to give them an opportunity to learn more, to grow more, to be more. So any of the students that that are doing things, because when I was a kid, I used to sell candy. I know some of your students that got that little side hustle, somebody that might want to start their t-shirt business or whatever they have. Collectively, our group has over 10 million followers. We will share the students' work. We will help them promote their business. So this contest, guys, is very important. I'm going to say it again, how you join if you just logged in. I need you to follow at Teen Magazine NJ. And all we need is a 2-minute video of why we should fund your business. And tell us what you need. That's it. So follow us now at Teen Magazine NJ. And then we're asking everyone, all of the adults that's on, any young people that could benefit from not only the money, but the support, please have them join in. Next week, we are going to have a winner, and we are going to announce who gets the funding and the support to start their own business. So I want to clap it up for that, because I think that's amazing. Yes.
Well, and you know what? I'm floored. And I don't normally get quiet, because I say what I say and I mean what I say. No, I hear Anthony in the background talking about, you're not quiet. Nobody asks him his opinion. No way, nowhere did we ask for his opinion. But I say to all of y'all, and Director Flanagan that's listening, if she's already gotten off, Tawanda Moody, Dr. Walker, and text me. We'll have him on next week. Marie Duffy, Senator Sandra Cunningham, Monique Techniques, Yandy Smith, Mary Lynn, the one that's from Jersey City that was a pop-in from Davis. Shout outs to Lydia, shout outs to Shoshonda, Anthony from BLESC. I just have to say to y'all before we log off, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart that you rock out. I salute each and every one of you that I've mentioned. I love you. I can't do this without you. I won't do it without you. I mean it. That this is for real, to have the access and to give our kids resources and let them know we are real. By coming to people's doors, that's me knocking on their doors like we're Oprah. We're not Oprah yet. But when I tell you a story When we went to those kids' houses, and we done did 4 schools already. We done did Sniper, we done did Lincoln, we done did Ferris, and we done did Liberty. Next week we're doing 2 more, and then the last one we saved for last at the Salute on the 26th.
Yes,
Don't tell me what we can't do.
that's
God
right.
bless you. I love you, and I salute again each and every one of you.
God bless.
You guys.
Good night. God
Good night,
bless.
bye everybody. I'm here. I know we're getting ready to close out, and I want to simply just say I didn't even know that we can again do this. And Don Sherrill, that takes all the pictures in the world. When I say the celebrity photographer, the best photographer ever, I have to make sure I shout him out. He does it. Where's Don? I think he's somewhere around here somewhere, but he does it without an issue. People show up for our children. And today we showed up for the parents as well. Huge thank you to Monique. Monique literally gave $100 certificate for them to come and they can get their hair done, their makeup done. $100 is a lot of money during these times. And what we're trying to do is just make a difference and make a way. Anthony Smith, you want to close? You want to say something? You want to close? Yeah. Okay. Look, social distancing. I love you, everybody. I want to thank all the sponsors. Thanks, everybody. Thank my husband. Thanks all the support that I have. God bless. Make sure all our kids, all the high schools, this is your opportunity. You never know when we're going to knock on your door. Be ready. Be ready or get ready. One or the other. God bless. See you next week.